Okay, this has to go on the list. I repeat, this has to go on the list. Not just for the casting, but having Adam West in the role does help tremendously get on the list. Now, to those who say the Grey Ghost doesn't exist, they should have used Zorro. Calm down. This is all for fun. And then they could show Bruce and his family coming, and they couldn't show Bruce, his family coming out of the theater again anyway. A string of bombings and blackmail threats to stop them are going on in Gotham. The police don't know how to stop it. Batman doesn't know how to stop it. Then one night, Bruce is awakened from a dream. He remembers that this bombing attack is just like an episode of his favorite detective show called The Grey Ghost, starring Simon Trent, a now unemployable actor because people remember him from the part so well that they just can't see him.
I really do.
In another
but they
role.
still think of you as the Grey Ghost.
So where they got that backstory from?
I can do other parts. I'm an actor.
Trent has become bankrupt, old, and tired. Hey, once again, this story seems all too familiar. Also, the writers and artists make the Grey Ghost costume look like that of the Spirit.
You need my help.
One of his episodes has the name of a Batman villain, Dr. Death. And it is just so cool that Adam West would participate in this. Anyway, Bruce goes to find a copy of the show, but it's out of print, being that the studio which made it went up in a fire. He goes to Simon Trent,
You?
and says he
I need your help.
Can help.
What are you talking about? I'm just an actor. The
Trent
Grey
doesn't
Ghost was a
help.
part I played.
He doesn't even
The
want to
bombings
talk
in
about the
Gotham
Grey
are
Ghost or
exactly
anything
like an
to
episode
do.
of The Grey Ghost. I need you to remember how it was done.
There, of course, is a great line of,
I used to admire what the Grey Ghost stood for.
I'm not the Grey Ghost.
I can see that now.
Trent gives him a copy, tells him to get lost. Bruce watches, remember what it was like 20-some-odd years ago, and figures out how the bombs are being delivered.
That's it. That's the noise.
The Gotham Library is the car bomb is next. The car bomb is set down the dark. So the rope is set at the last minute. It is Simon Trent, who says, hey, you know...
You?
Like you said, you need my help.
Ghost.
Batman invites the Grey Ghost into the
You want to
Batcave.
give me a hand with this?
Its architecture.
Sure.
Right down
The Grey Ghost's lair.
It's almost an
Complete with a
exact
shrine
Let me show you
to
something
the
else.
Grey Ghost itself. Trent sees that in a way it wasn't all for nothing.
As a kid, I used to watch you with my father. The Grey Ghost was my hero.
So it wasn't all for nothing.
Then the floor seems to fall out, as the only fingerprints on the car is that of Trent himself. Trent insists he didn't start these threats, although looking at Trent at this time, who wouldn't. Guy who needs cash, you have to eliminate him at least as a suspect. Then Trent figures out it was the guy he sold his memorabilia to make ends meet. The toy collector, who, by the way, is drawn to look just like Bruce Timm. Incidentally, the guy with the film collection is designed to look like Paul Dini. Dini actually saw this and then lost 20 or so pounds. The two solve the case, bring the toy collector in, and Simon
And on
Trent
hand for the
releases
festivities is the toast
the
of the town,
collection
the Grey
of
Ghost
his
himself,
show.
Simon Trent.
Please
hopefully
make it out
making
to
him
Bruce.
a millionaire. Last, Bruce Wayne shows up and gives
There
hints
you go, Bruce.
to the old actor
Thanks, Mr. Trent.
of all of who he is.
You know, as a kid, I
The
used to
sort of
watch it with my
casting of
father.
the
I used to
torch.
watch The Grey Ghost was my hero.
Shuts
The
out
Grey
his
Ghost was
head.
my hero.
Trent,
And he
Just
still
So it
is.
wasn't all
smiles.
for nothing.
knowing his legacy, helped so much. Now, Adam West was great. Kevin Conroy was great. The whole story is great. And anyone who thinks this does not belong in the top 10, gets the end of my Great Ghost gas gun.